Okay, guys, here's where we pick up and back with our shenanigans. Enjoy.
Bro, it's just I being so balls deep.
Yeah, that's the thing. You've been in it. I got, I've got literally little bullet points that I've just picked up here and there and looked at. And
Well, listen, you could have thrown in some bullet points.
y'all were covering everything that needed to be covered.
Bro, like the questions that I had, like I wanted to write them down so I didn't forget.
Right.
And when she would answer one question, she would answer like 4 or 5.
Right. So you're just having to go, okay, got it.
Yeah, I did. That's why I cut it, because I'm like, she's got pretty much everything that I was wanting to ask.
Well, I mean, she is a professional.
Yeah.
So,
unlike us.
For real.
We're well, what direction are we taking? I don't know.
Right?
General direction.
She asked that. I'm going, shit.
Yeah, I know. I had to tell her, look, we're not pros. We're just two goof guys.
Yeah.
Who talk about fart jokes.
Yeah, exactly.
Who one of them who just happens to be Puerto Rican and is super interested in what's going on down there in the island, guys.
Well, because it's a big deal. I mean, it's really in the last 3 weeks, it's really blown up into a very big deal.
Here's the reason why some of you should care about it, because some of that tax money that you pay that goes for federal aid down in Puerto Rico is being mismanaged by that motherfucker that just resigned, and he's what would you call them? I mean, he's accomplices?
Basically.
I mean, is there a different word that we can use that sounds cooler besides accomplices?
Him
and his bitches? His bros?
His crew? His crew sounds too good.
Yeah.
No, crew is like, we good. They're not good. Yeah, bitches. I like bitches.
Sorry, Lilia. I didn't mean to use
my bad.
Derogatory term on a podcast that we had you on.
Sorry.
Where you spoke so eloquently.
She did. There again, she's a pro.
Yeah, she is.
I mean, we only been doing this 2 years. I just now learned how to speak into the right side of the mic.
2 years, and how many serious podcasts have we done?
2.
Last week and this one.
Yeah.
And guys, we about to turn it up. Turn it over to the dark side a little bit.
Yeah.
I know you guys are probably tired of listening to me ramble on about Puerto Rico, so I'll try not to keep bringing it up.
I mean, we'll bring up some, when big things happen.
Yeah, I have to.
Of course, it's your home.
I feel the need.
Yeah, it's your home
to say something.
Because the thing is I'm going to ask you. I have
a platform.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to be like, hey, Walo, what you hear about this? What's going on there, bro? What's up with your peoples?
I know. So, you know how we were talking about that guy, Elias Sanchez, and he being a lobbyist and giving out government contracts. Mm-hmm. I heard that he was 25%. She heard 50.
Right.
Well, that dude gave out $1.2 billion in contracts. So you do the math.
No, I'm not good at math.
How much money he's pocketing?
A lot.
With that money, you could have paid cops. You could have paid teachers. I'll tell you how much. It's close to $3 billion.
Well, that's what makes me wonder.
No, I mean, $300 million.
Yeah. I mean, not with the B.
No, not with the B.
Yeah. But that's what kind of makes me wonder because, in the last couple of years, the crime thing has started to kind of get, a little crazy and out of control down there.
Oh.
I wonder if this is one of the reasons is because a lot of the funds have not been going the way where they should be going. So that way the police force is not getting what they need to be getting.
Well, you heard Angel talk about it last week, how the police was not getting, their technology. They're not getting new cars, which, by the way, fuck, I got to call him. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Let me see if he's available.
He may not be.
Yeah,
he may be busy.
I know. But he wanted to talk about UFCA, bro.
What's UFCA?
UFC 8.
Oh, UFC 8. Oh, well, then let me go ahead and get UFC page pulled up.
That was a long time ago.
UFC 8?
El buzón de 7.
Yeah, he's not available.
Okay. Jesus Christ. You sure you don't want to talk about UFC 2? I don't even know if my search engine will go back to UFC 8.
Well, it was in San Juan, Puerto Rico, so.
Was it?
Yeah, and I guess it was something behind the scenes that he wanted to touch on, but I guess he's not available, so we just called him, and I got his voicemail. He's a busy man. He's got a jiu-jitsu school. He's got the marketing media firm, so, But
let's see. It had one Puerto Rican fighter on it.
right, he got crucified by Gary.
Don Fry.
Gary Goodridge.
Oh, did he? What? Like in the?
I think the guy's last name was Ayala, something.
No.
Who did Gary Goodridge fight?
Gary Goodridge fought Paul Herrera.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
him.
then Paul Herrera. No, he's listed as American. The only Puerto Rican one was Thomas Ramirez.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And he fought who?
Don Fry. My bad. I'm sorry.
My bad.
Yeah.
What was his name again?
Thomas Ramirez.
Thomas Ramirez. I am so sorry. I apologize that I didn't know who you were.
Yeah, 8-second knockout.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was just one punch, I'm assuming.
May have been.
Yeah.
Yes, because then, but the main event, the finals, because it was weird. It was a bracket fight. So you had
back in the day, you had
quarterfinals, finals, and then
you had the one day tournaments.
Yeah, and that's
what it was.
That's the way this one's set up. So it was like Don Fry, he won, and then he went up against Sam Akins.
Who won that whole thing?
Looks like Don Fry did.
Oh, nice.
By submission.
I got
against Gary Goodridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a picture of me with this fake mustache and one of Don Fry, and we look identical. I think he may be my daddy or something. I don't know.
He could be. Could be. And then they had a super fight too.
Super fight.
It was Ken Shamrock against Chemo.
Oh,
yeah,
snap.
It was that fight. Yep.
Wow, that's those are two studs right there back in the day.
It was.
That was the cream of the crop at the time.
Yeah, Shamrock won. Niba.
I remember when Hoist Gracie fought Chemo, and he pulled his hair.
Well, I'm sure that was probably legal.
Like he was trying to I think he was trying to put him in a triangle, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, just position.
And he was just grabbing him by the hair. I was like, man, that's dirty ass shit.
Well, I mean, it depends on what UFC it was. It was probably still legal.
It was.
Yeah,
I can't remember what it was.
God, there was.
This is early.
There was a couple UFCs where you could groin strike people.
Yeah, no, I'm out.
Literally, the only thing you couldn't do was eye gouge and fish hook.
Oh, but you
and headbutt. I think you couldn't headbutt.
But you could grab somebody's nuts and twist, right?
Yep. No. Grab him by the dick. That guy. That guy missed it back in the day. Have you seen that guy?
No.
Really?
I have not.
Dude, there's a guy at a I don't know if it was at a UFC, but it was at an MMA fight. And there's this couple who's, videoing, and they've got the camera kind of facing them because there's literally a guy behind them standing up screaming at the top of his lungs while the fight's going on. Grab him by the dick.
Oh my God.
Yes. And
horrible.
it's become a meme, and it's great. It happened probably last year is when that kind of came out.
How was I not aware of this?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Where have I been?
I don't know. That's why I was like, I'm surprised you didn't get the reference. But yeah, that's that guy. So that's one of the things I was, me and Amanda were watching the UFC fights. There was a pretty good grappling match going on, and that's what I was like, grab him by the dick. And even she knew it. She laughed at it. No. I'm disappointed in you.
Bro, I'm disappointed in myself.
Right? I'll have to find that little video and show it to you.
What is that?
That's Tyler. He's probably still playing. It would be going on probably 4 hours now. 4.5, 5 hours.
He's singing.
Yeah, he's
happy.
Yeah, he's happy. He's got a new video game today. So
I need a new video game.
He got Kirby All Stars. He's been wanting that one for a stretch.
No.
So
we're gonna have to have Brandon do a review of Kirby All Stars.
It's so far Tyler likes
and Zach.
And I asked him. I said, "Y'all need to hurry up with that podcast. I want to see if
give me their fucking.
I want to see if my question got picked.
Hold on. Give me. Do you have their voicemail number?
Hold on. I can pull it up real quick.
I want to.
You gonna leave them a little voicemail?
Yeah, we should leave them a voicemail.
Let me see here. Let me go ahead and pull it up real quick. Boop.
Well, assuming it's 904, right?
Yes, it is 904. Boop, 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 boom, 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 boom.
Oh, by the way, guys, we're done with Lilia Luciano. So if you guys want to give us a call, we're at 904-990-3139.
Yeah, back to our regularly scheduled debauchery.
Back to our regularly scheduled program.
878 5985.
5985.
So it's going to be a Google thing, so you're going to have to leave your name, and then it's going to ring before it goes to the voicemail.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
This is the most dangerous podcast in all Northeast Florida.
Yeah, this is the most. Of course, this will be on there next week's.
Yeah.
This will be a thing. We'll have to call them each time.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available.
Well, no.
Please leave a
He's at a
message
baseball
after the
game.
tone.
Hey, ass wipes. This is Locker Room Talk calling. Just wanted to get your opinion on John Jones grabbing a waitress by the pussy. Thank you.
And also, speaking of which, John Jones, did you notice? I don't know if you did, but he fell in the pound for pound
We're just fucking up this whole podcast.
a little bit.
Yeah.
We went real serious, and then
yeah.
you went straight.
I think we're gonna cut all her stuff and do just her, and then
do our normal
one.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
just so we don't have so much
debauchery.
Yeah.
Okay. But so oddly enough, he fell in the pound for pound rankings.
Why?
I don't know. But guess who's? It's now 1, 2, 3. It's DC, Khabib, John Jones. So what we fucking did last week, legit.
Because I got shit from them. Talking about, what are you talking about? John Jones pound fire.
Yeah. I saw something that.
So Khabib is number 2.
Yeah, let's see. I saw it on. It was one of the news organizations I follow on Facebook. They showed it. So let me just go and make sure that the UFC page has updated itself to that. Yeah, I don't care about your official beer. Thank you. Is this weekend? Yeah. Pound for pound. DC, Khabib, John Jones.
Wow.
We were ahead of the game, brother.
Bro, I think we just wrote the rankings.
It's John. It's so then it's Cejudo, Nunes, Holloway, Usman, Poirier, Stipe, and Whitaker. I can't remember because I should have wrote the bracket that we did or whatever, but
we can go back on the audio.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had in the finals DC and Khabib.
And
John lost to Khabib,
Yeah.
which would put him at 3.
Which would put him at 3. Exactly.
Khabib lost to DC, which would be 2.
Yeah.
With
So I'm
DC
telling you, we nailed it.
Hey, Zach, Brandon, who's your daddy?
Right.
We are.
Right.
We called it. Even though I got to give it to you though, because
I know.
I thought that John would beat Khabib, and you said let's flip a coin, and Khabib won.
And the universe said no.
And then Dana White listened to our podcast and had the rankings come out exactly as we predicted.
Yeah. He said, "Man, those guys on the Locker Room Talk podcast, they know what they're talking about.
They should know they shit.
They do, man. I'm telling you."
Just be careful, guys, because Matt Serra, Jim Norton, you might lose your jobs here shortly.
Hey,
It's gonna be locker room talk unfiltered,
damn right. You don't even have to add the unfiltered. We're already there.
right?
We already do that, man.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad though that we went back to our regular.
Well, I mean, you knew it had to happen.
I know, but still, we should have kept the cursing to a minimum.
But yeah, it's too hard.
But listen, that's what was reported. John grabbed a woman by the crotch.
Yep.
You know, we said pussy.
You
I'm
did.
sorry.
No, you did.
I apologize,
You did.
but I you know what? I will try to make it the rest of the podcast without cussing
Okay. Well,
and saying a bad word.
congratulations. Good luck with that.
Okay, thank you. But anyway, it was reported.
Yep.
Granted, it was 4 months ago.
Yeah. So that's always suspect.
And I did see some shit that, you know.
Yep. You already broke it. You cussed.
I'm fucking worthless.
Yeah. That lasted. God, we'll have to go back in the audio, but I'm going to go maybe over and under was 15 seconds.
I am worthless, guys. I am so sorry. In my attempt not to curse, because we had such a great conversation with Lilia Luciano, I completely messed up.
Yeah. You were, I will admit, though, you were a little starstruck. You were a little starstruck.
Listen, she is not only from Puerto Rico, She is a very serious journalist who does amazing work. I am a goofball who's got a podcast with his goofball friend.
For sure.
So yeah, I was a little starstruck, and I didn't want to fuck up.
I mean,
which I'm surprised that I held this together so well.
Yeah, I mean, you
because I wanted to say, "Oh my God, you're so pretty, you're so awesome," and then I'm like, "Oh God, no, don't say that."
Don't say that.
Yeah, So sorry, guys.
Trying to look at the fight this weekend and see. Yeah, I'm not buying it.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Okay, so it was reported that John Jones grabbed a waitress at a strip club by the crotch. However, this woman said, if you're going to do that, you're going to have to pay me $100.
Okay.
I'm assuming that John didn't pay the $100 because now she's bashing him. So to me,
it's almost like that Joey Coco Diaz story. Like, somebody owes me $5.
Kind of, I guess. Mm-hmm. I owe you $5 still.
That's fine. Just keep that running tab.
But it's, is she trying to get money out of him at this point? That's what it sounds like to me, trying to tarnish more of his reputation more than it already is.
I mean, can you really tarnish that much more? It's pretty tarnished.
Well, I mean, it is tarnished, but
that shit's oxidized like copper.
Every little thing that comes out, it's even worse.
Yeah.
For as far as his reputation, it makes it worse.
Does he really? I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's not like his reputation's good. He doesn't. It's not like has an upstanding reputation.
You know what? At the end of the day, I'm not looking at John for life advice.
Oh, for hell no! I'm not looking at him to as my moral compass in any fashion.
Listen,
no. Any fighter.
If John wants to do stuff like that, then hey, John, go right ahead. That's it's your life.
It's your life.
As long as you're putting on a good show on the cage, which is what I pay for to watch, then so be it.
Yeah.
Eventually, something's going to happen where you either get arrested or, some waitress is just going to shoot you because you didn't give him $100.
Yeah. So, I mean, there again, pay the woman her money. Give her the $100. It's probably going to cost you less, and, that $100 would have been better for you in the long run.
But still, man, it's like...
But I mean, what? You're always going to have the guys who are going to, they're going to ride that train till, it derails. Fans are going to be fans. Haters are going to be haters.
Are you talking about Zach and Brandon now?
I don't know.
I will.
Are they that hardcore on Jones?
I will speak for them. They do not support that kind of shenanigans.
Okay.
Yeah, they love his fighting skills.
I mean, I did leave him a voicemail about DC just because I know that they have a deep-seated hatred for some reason for DC.
You know what? I wish we could get DC on.
God, I'd love that.
And so we could just completely kiss his ass.
Oh,
and just make these guys mad.
Well, the thing is okay. Here's the thing.
Hold on, before you go on. If anybody knows DC, let them know that we want him on.
Yeah, anyway, make it happen.
Continue.
So, okay, I don't know DC. You don't know DC. We do. No, we don't know DC personally.
No.
Okay. What I know of DC is what I see, his interviews, his commentary, from the YouTube videos, from I think it's I'm the Bay or something. There's a YouTube channel that I don't know if it's a student that's at the gym that they go to or what, but there's been a lot of videos with DC in there, training camps, him teaching the kids classes, a lot of stuff, so this is what he's showing. Now, out of all that, what he has shown, I like that guy. Everything that he has shown to the camera and to the world and all like that, I like that guy. That's a guy that I could walk up, shake his hand, and be like, yo, I think you're a cool dude. Now, flip side, look at everything that Jones has shown to the camera, has shown post-fight interviews, pre-fight interviews, all like that. Do you want to walk up to that guy and shake his hand and go, you're a cool dude?
I wouldn't care.
Okay. You're indifferent.
If I saw him, I'd be like, yeah, that's John. Cool.
Yeah.
Keep walking.
Okay. Now, if you saw DC, would you keep walking?
No.
Okay. There you go. Because, I mean...
I've actually seen John.
Okay.
I saw him in Vegas. So.
Did he try to grab you?
No, he was grabbing some waitress by the crotch.
All right. Cool.
I didn't say it. I said
Allegedly.
I said crotch.
You did.
No, I saw him. Let's see. It was BJ Penn versus GSP the second time around, and he had just fought Stephen Bonner, hit him with that back spinning elbow. He was just coming up. This is 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And after the fights, we saw him in the lobby.
Okay.
Because he was towering pretty much about everybody
Oh,
else.
God, yeah, I'm sure.
And I'm like, oh, that's the dude with the elbow. I'm like, cool, let's go.
The dude with the elbow.
Yeah. I didn't know him back then.
Right.
I just knew him as the dude that just
Yeah, the
beat
dude that
fuck-
knocked out Bonner with the elbow.
Well, he didn't knock him out, but he dropped him.
No, well.
Pretty impressively, may I add.
I was watching Pancrase the other night, dude. There were some good knockouts.
Wait, is that still on?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. There's Pancrase all the time.
On-
Do you have Fight Pass?
Yeah, I do.
Why don't you? Dude, literally, because lately, I don't watch a lot on Hulu. There's not a lot of, right now, there's not a lot of movies I want to watch. There's not a lot of series I want to watch. So if I just want something on, if I'm on YouTube just perusing, videos that I'm trying to learn shit from, I'll just put on Pancrase or, some of the other fight promotions that are on the Fight Pass. So, I mean, there's Pancrase all the time. It's not like the Pancrase that you from Boss Rutan days. It's not, it's like full, it's MMA now. Pancrase is basically UFC, but they're good fights. But there were some good knockouts the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah, these dudes were dropping like zombies.
I guess I got to turn on my notifications for UFC Fight Pass. I think I have them off.
I have a lot, dude. I've got almost every notification off on just about everything. The only thing I get notified about is a text message and a phone call. I don't even have notifications on Messenger. I see it. I'll see like the little red, 1 or 2 or something like that. But as far as like an, audio or vibrator, no, I don't. Because God knows who, if you or, Miggy or, like today with Squirrel, something blows up and all of a sudden I look and there's, 25 messages going back and forth. I don't need those 25 dings and shit like that. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I just turn that off.
Yeah.
But hey, I will give you this.
Yeah.
For as much as a goofball you are,
Yeah.
good advice today. You were legit.
That's my son.
You were legit on that. That's good stuff.
That's my son. I'm looking out for him. He's a young kid.
that's. You really can't. That's about. If you said exactly the same things that I would have said.
Oh, that's why you're just saying that.
No, because that is the right things to say, and that is the right way to handle that. 100%.
Well, you know me. I do curse a lot, but
You do.
But I do try to handle shit the right way.
Yeah, we have soft spots.
I said shit. I said it again.
It's fine. I'm not even keeping.
Damn it.
You've broke the counter. I'm not even keeping. But we do have soft spots for certain people. He's one of them. We love him.
Yeah.
We want to make sure he does good, and if he needs assistance, he needs guidance or help or things like that. Hey, what do you need? Let's push you and keep you lined up where you need to be and moving in the direction that you need to move.
At the end of the day, I just want what's best for him. So
Yeah.
I have.
Because the thing is you're not going to get anything out of it. I'm not going to get anything out of it. The only thing I get the enjoyment of watching him succeed.
Yeah,
That's it.
And I don't want or need anything in return.
No.
So
He's doing what he needs to be doing right now at his time in the life, which is building.
yeah,
Me and you, we're still building, but we don't have to build as hard. Right now, he needs to build.
I'm building towards something. I don't know what it is, but
But that's the thing, though. We're still building right now. We've still got another, 20 years of build before you can start taking your foot off the pedal. Even if you,
I will say this: I was very impressed with Lilia's reporting on Hurricane Maria.
I need to watch it. I haven't seen
It's
any
called
of it.
Puerto Rico Rises. It's about half an hour, and I think she did a great job. And I would, at some point, would like to do some work like that. That's not a goof.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just because I want to do something funny or for fun.
Yeah. Well, you do those now, like the one you did the other day at the training yard and all like that.
That was for fun, bro.
It was for fun, but it's not like it was funny or it wasn't goofy or anything like that.
No, it was just, a little advertising for the gym. That's all.
Yeah.
But like after watching that, I was like, if I ever get the camera skills that are necessary to shoot a decent documentary, I would love to do one. Whether it's with her in Puerto Rico, about her people,
Right.
or something. I don't know. I was just, like when you start thinking about the stuff that you want to do, and then you see somebody doing it, like they did when they went to Puerto Rico. I was like, man, I would want to have something in my portfolio that when I'm gone, it's still there and people can watch it and say, man, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like she was telling a story. What story do I want to tell? I don't know. It could be the story of, cheese. Why they put cheese on pizza. I don't know.
Dude.
Something.
Okay. So, you ever watch the show How It's Made?
No.
Okay. It's a show.
I'm assuming it's about how things are made.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You used
I'm
to be
ahead
on
of the game.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. It was on the. I think it's still on. Maybe it was on the Discovery Channel. But literally, that's what it is. It's normally they do little short segments. Normally three things per episode. It's a 30-minute episode, so 3 things in between commercial breaks. It could be anything from, this episode we're going to show you how they make cheese. This episode we're going to show you how they make a hammer. Episode, very simple stuff, but it just takes you through the process. Do you know how many people just watch that shit? I mean, dude, seriously, me and Dad will just sit there and watch. I still watch videos like that to this day, just how things are made. So, I mean,
Well, I do too on YouTube.
yeah, so do I. I mean, that's where I watch most of it. YouTube.
I follow these videographers, and I take their tips into what I shoot. Like that, the training yard video that I shot the other day. That was all basically on tips on how to shoot from YouTube. The pull-ins, the slow motions, the panning, and all that stuff. Stuff that I wouldn't know anything about unless I'm looking on how to do something.
Yeah, I started playing around with that too.
Listen, this thing right here, what we're doing,
Yeah, this is all YouTube.
this is all based off YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
Like people be like, hey, how do you start a podcast? Listen, go to YouTube. YouTube is a wealth of information.
And literally search how to start a podcast.
Right. And that's
And you'll have 1,000 videos.
and that's exactly what I did before we started.
Yeah.
I bought the equipment a year in advance before we even started because, again, I'll tell the story again. This podcast was originally called the Mambo Brothers because he was going to be my brother and, Angel and myself. But our schedules never matched.
Yeah.
So
It became what it is today.
it became what it is today because I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
He just didn't have the time at that particular moment.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, I've watched YouTube for a ton of shit. Even if I know how to do something, maybe I'm doing it. I might know how to do it. Maybe I'm doing it harder than I need to be doing it. Maybe there's a way I can be doing it to make it easy. Let me just look at a YouTube video. I mean, Jesus Christ, most of the shit's 5 minutes. I'll just watch a YouTube video or two real quick. Oh, hey, look at there. I picked up a new little tip. Let me try this out. Boom. Hey, done. I mean, God, I had a brake issue years ago whenever we were coming back from the Keys. My brakes, my lights on the brakes weren't coming on. They were sporadic. I literally searched YouTube and, found the issue.
my dryer, remember when I hit
How to replace the belt.
I was like, motherfucker, I just bought this a week ago.
Yeah.
The belt went out. I went on YouTube. And granted, it took me about an hour to get it done, even though the guy did it in 5 minutes.
But you got to remember, the guy that did it in 5 minutes, he probably owns an appliance shop.
He does.
So, I mean,
He did it so easy. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that looks easy enough.
Yeah. And ultimately, it was easy.
Yeah.
But it's just...
I just got the part.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. You have to deal with the tool, because a lot of things are specialized tools. That's the one thing I learned about, because I used to be a porter, which is somebody that works at like a dealership that pulls the cars around, pulls them into the mechanics bays, gets cars, do stuff like
Gotcha.
that. So then I was a porter for a bit, and then I started doing oil changes and stuff. So I started kind of building a little bit of a tool repertoire, because you need
I like that word.
repertoire.
Repertoire.
And then you start learning and just being around the mechanics and things like that there are tools that cost hundreds of dollars that do one thing and one thing only. And they do this one thing on this one car, on this 1 year. That's it. But you'll pay that $300 for that one tool simply because it does the job in 2 minutes. Instead of 15 to 20 that it would take you without that tool.
Time is money.
Because if you don't know the way mechanics get paid, it's really interesting. That's why mechanics can actually make a lot of money.
Because they bill for
it's a set price.
It's a block time though.
It's a block time. So if you need an oil change is a block time of an hour. Okay.
Yeah, and they get paid for that hour.
You get paid for that hour.
Yeah.
Cool.
Even though it takes you 15 minutes.
If I do that oil change in 15 minutes, I get paid for that hour.
Yep.
So I can say I do 5 oil changes in that hour. That's fine.
And that's why we are now going on a subscription-based plan for our podcast. Because, you know what? I fucked up that joke.
You did. I have seen there's a few people that have tried that.
It never works.
I don't know. If you've got the following and stuff like that, I guess.
I would never. Let's say we had 10 million followers. I would never put,
I don't know,
a podcast behind a paywall. Why? Because the sponsors pay for it. Why are you, even if you charge $1, is this $1 too much?
Well, because
I wouldn't.
The only one I've actually paid money for a few podcasts.
Good for you.
But the only one that I've ever paid money for has been the Dan Carlin podcast.
Yeah, but he doesn't do them regularly.
No, he does not.
He does like 5 on a series.
Yes.
And then when he's got his next topic, then he comes back.
Yeah.
That's almost like an audiobook.
It really is. But it's still listed as a podcast.
I will buy on that one. I will grant you that. Yeah. But let's say,
But like Legion of Skanks, I think they do a subscription based podcast or something like that. That guy, cool. he just caught a wave of shit. Lewis did because
Louis J. Gomez.
Yeah.
Puerto Rican guy. Yeah.
Him and I guess Metzger got into like a altercation, a fight on the podcast.
Really?
Yeah. They like got into it on the podcast, but then made up after they got into it on air, but then hashed it out and everything off air. So he decided to not upload the podcast. He's like, there's no reason. This is not a good look for anybody to upload this. Okay, cool. Well, now you've got all your subscribers and all like that who have subscribed to a podcast. Now they're all fucking freaking. They're bitching at him. Y'all, you fucking call yourself hardcore and, you're not going to release this, blah, blah. You ain't real. You're fake. So he's dealing with all this unnecessary heat that he's having to fight back and deflect and justify.
We posted our implosion.
Yeah, we did.
I didn't care. It's free anyway.
It's free.
And besides, he was live on Facebook.
Yeah, there was no pulling that back.
I mean, we could have deleted it.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
No.
So.
It's life.
Yeah.
It's what happens.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. The world keeps spinning. We keep moving. And
that's right. You live, you learn, and you move on.
And you move on. It's what
they should post it.
Well,
especially if they have a subscription-based pod.
I understand.
They owe it to their fans.
Yes, but I understand his stance on it too.
Which is?
It's, if it's not a good look for him or Metzger, and it's not, because granted, Lewis is starting to blow up a little bit. He's starting to catch the wave and starting to get a little more, eyes on him and stuff like that. So you don't want people just finding out about you to your first impression of you coming across that podcast. It's not good. It's not a good look. What if somebody that's wanting to offer you a comedy special with, somebody, let's check him out. He's got a podcast. Cool. Let's check it out. And they pull that one, okay. Then they listen to it. They go, oh, well, this guy, this isn't good. No, we're not going to do that. Oh, you just torpedoed your shit. So, I mean, there again, it's his product. He's taking the heat for it. So ultimately it's his call.
Boo.
I agree.
Boo.
You can say boo, but
boo. I think they should have just posted it.
That's what
see.
I know.
I agree with you guys. I agree. They should have posted it.
Yep, the crowd's
for real. All right, guys, come down.
Yep. But
I don't listen to him, so.
Yeah, no, neither do I. I just happen to catch it on Twitter and start kind of digging into it a little bit.
I try not to go on Twitter unless I'm trying to get somebody on the pod, which, by the way, guys, if you guys are starting and you're like the bottom of the barrel like we are, just start reaching out to people.
Yeah.
I mean, not in a million years did I think that we would have this woman on our podcast. The only thing that we had in common is that we're both Puerto Rican.
Yeah, you're from the same patch of dirt.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. She is
She's award-winning.
She's award-winning journalist.
A
professional.
She lives in She's over in Sacramento.
Yeah.
She's on the other side of the country.
She does bigger things than our podcast.
She's on a news station.
For sure.
So, she has absolutely no reason to come on the number 1 rated podcast in Northeast Florida.
Right. Absolutely not.
I mean, so whatever.
You guys heard how eloquent she was when she spoke. And then,
especially compared to you.
And then she we let her go. We thank her for her time. And then I go back to my old
dick jokes
fucking
right
way.
Off the bat.
There I go. And then I go and mess it up by, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to cut exactly where we said goodbye to her. We're going to add a goodbye. We're going to upload her episode, which was probably about 25 minutes.
Actually, it was around 32.
Maybe, okay, well.
Yeah.
We also had a lot of fluff before we started.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't? Okay.
No.
So about 30 minutes. So yeah, we're going to release 2 today because I will not have this woman listen.
One is clean, one is nice. Then the next one,
I will not have her listen to the podcast that she was on.
Right.
And have all this profanity
God forbid she stays on the podcast after she gets off and be like, I wonder what these guys, I wonder what they talk about. Oh, they talk about John Jones grabbing somebody by the crotch.
Well, I did say another word.
Well, you did.
And we talk about how bad it is for a government official to be, speaking that way. Granted, I am not a government official.
You're not.
I also am not being accused of corruption for stealing people's money.
You're not.
Something that I did wanted to bring, but she did say that she didn't want to talk about something that she did not investigate.
Because she is a professional.
She
does not operate on conjecture, unlike us.
Right. However, I did see a video.
On Facebook,
On Facebook. It was a live Facebook. That, by the way, Angel Cordero, my friend, sent me. And it was from a gentleman named Eliezer Molina. And that man was claiming, first of all, he is an independent party. How do I even put it? He's running for governor in 2020 as an independent.
Okay.
So he claimed.
So he's going to try to go for the I'm neither one of these horrible parties that have screwed the country vote.
Kind of.
Okay.
But he's a farmer.
I like him.
I looked him up. He's a farmer. He's got a farm.
I like him.
And he was talking about how he received information from the U.S. I'm going to say the CIA. He referred to it in Spanish as Servicio de Inteligencia de los Estados Unidos. The only intelligence agency that I know from the United States is the CIA, unless there's something else. Okay. And NSA? Are they surveillance? Are they?
Yeah.
What's going on? You got work?
I just had somebody. Dad tried to call me, so I was just texting him, asking him what's up.
You want to call him?
No, he was like, "Oh shit, sorry, I know podcast."
Okay, so this man is claiming that he received the information from, we're going to call it the CIA.
Okay.
That Ricky Rosselló, and this is all allegedly. I'm not saying that these are facts.
Okay.
Had received, opened European accounts, which he was holding. I think one was like $20 million, $9 million, and $4 million. And then the reason why the pages got leaked was because one of the guys in that chat got approached by the Central Intelligence Agency saying, we have this information on you, because the monitoring of he claimed that the monitoring of the chat was illegal, so they couldn't come out and say it.
Yeah.
So they approached this man that was a part of the chat and basically said, if you do not work with us, we're basically going to throw you in jail.
Yeah, we'll crush you.
Yeah, that's what he claimed. And that's when the pages came out.
Interesting.
But my question would have been like, well, what does the CIA have to gain from getting this dude out of power?
His money, possibly.
You think that they're trying to keep federal money that the U.S. is giving Rosselló?
Well, the thing is okay, so the money's already been given.
Now,
So
guys, again, this is all allegedly.
yeah, for sure. And this is completely conjecture. I mean, put your tinfoil hats on, get ready to ride.
This is some Eddie Bravo shit right here.
Yeah. So the money's already been sent out. It's already earmarked. It's gone.
Yeah. Makes sense. Okay.
See where I'm going?
Yep.
So if you can get your hands on it, it's free. Boom.
But in leaking the information out, you know that there's money somewhere.
Sure. But if you put enough heat on somebody and enough eyes on somebody, they can't get to it anymore.
I don't know. I'm skeptical.
I mean,
I saw the video and I'm like,
now granted, I want to know how a farmer found out about the information.
I don't know about this.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was 30 minutes and I watched the whole thing because again,
this is some Tom Clancy shit.
I've been balls deep on what's going on out there. I'm not saying that this is true.
No.
But
it's interesting though, like why, the CIA's out like just going, yo, farmer guy.
Yeah.
Let me drop some knowledge.
Right.
You ain't gonna believe this shit.
It's like, what makes you so special that you all of a sudden got this information?
And that's what always kind of makes you question it whenever you see somebody somebody who just appears kind of out of nowhere and they go, yo, the CIA told me this. You're like, why you?
Like my immediate thing was I text Angel, and I am like, who's this guy?
Yeah.
And he goes, I don't know. He probably running for governor in 2020. I'm like, let me see.
Yeah.
I looked him up.
For sure.
Sure as shit.
Yeah.
He's running for governor in 2020.
Well, he's smart. He's already playing the political game. There's a groundswell
Right?
going right now. There again, it's one of the oldest tricks in the book. Never let a disaster go, be wasted.
Do you think that I could run?
Oh, for sure.
On what platform? What do I have to offer the people?
The common man. The working man.
Bro, if they ever if you ever leaked our chat.
You wouldn't have to leak it. All you have to do is listen to the fucking podcast.
Oh my God.
What do you mean leak? Just pull up episode, I don't know, grab one.
No, but we say worse shit behind,
for sure.
Imagine if I appoint you like my Secretary of State and they, look at what the Secretary of State is sending Miguelino as a joke.
Which is, what's funny?
Does he really feel like that about Tyron Woodley?
Right. Which is, what's funny? Oh, it's so fucking funny. And I almost died laughing about it. And I almost wanted to comment on it, but I was like, no, I'm gonna let this go.
What?
Somebody we know. I'll tell you the name off once we're done.
Okay.
But they posted a meme.
Uh-huh.
They posted the Pokemon meme that I've sent y'all before. With the certain ball. They posted it on Facebook.
Okay.
And I was like, that's fucking funny. But he can get away with it. I'll show it to you again.
Is it racist?
Oh, 100%.
Is the person black?
Yes, and they're mixed. So there again, they get to play both sides.
Was it Clayton?
No, it wasn't. And I don't care what Clayton says. I call Clayton white.
I don't know, bro. He got that bronze.
Dude, his daddy's Ric Flair. He's white. You hold them two pictures side by side.
Woo!
I'm telling you, his daddy's Ric Flair. 100%. I want to see a DNA test. I'll pay for it.
23andMe?
Hell yeah.
Oh, man.
Dude, how fucking crazy would that be if like that legit Ric Flair be like, I don't know you. I mean, you look like me, but I don't know you.
You imagine if Clayton dyed his hair blonde?
He would look like a young, he would look like a young Ric Flair.
We should call Clayton and ask him if he would dye his hair blonde.
Hell, just give him time. He'll do it. Anyways.
Soon as he's out of the Navy?
Yeah. Just give him time. Let's wait till he's stop jumping out of planes and shit. Until he's done skydiving and doing crazy shit.
He's so goddamn funny.
Oh, he is.
Like even when he's trying to be cool and serious, he's
still a goof.
I find him so funny.
Yeah.
You know who I haven't talked to in a while is Pat.
He messaged me the other day. I need to message him because he was actually going to come over to the house on a Sunday and bring his pup.
Okay.
Because he finally got his beagle.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the guys I miss. I miss Clayton, Pat, Bert. Bertzilla. I miss those guys. But yeah, Pat was like, hell, Pat came over to the house. He came over to the house last month or something because he needed we gave him one of the pins we had whenever Coco was a puppy.
Oh, okay.
And it was like, how much do I owe you? I was like, nothing. Are you sure? Fuck. What am I going to do? Sell this to you? No, you're my friend. Get out of here.
A reach around. Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Why do I say shit like that?
I don't know.
God damn it.
Because you're Walo.
Fuck.
There goes that political career.
I know, man.
Gone.
Listen, if I ever ran for... Listen, I'm not political.
No, you're not. And that's what would make you the perfect governor of Puerto Rico. You're the common man. You're for the everyday person.
Listen, I will establish a government of transparency. All the books will be open.
They'll need to be because you don't know how to read a lot of those numbers. I can see a lot of the meetings going, what's this shit? What does this mean?
It's an article number, you idiot.
Yeah. Y'all quit using abbreviations. I don't know what this means.
What is this?
That's the AC bill, sir. We'll make it say something where I understand it. It says AC. Okay, well, still.
That is the Constitution, sir. Oh, shit.
That's why I wrote in those funny letters. I can't read cursive. Fuck you people.
Man, I would be... I wouldn't be corrupt, but I'd probably be like the worst.
Oddly enough, I don't think you would be.
Well, I wouldn't be out in 2.5 years.
No.
Bitch. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Ricardo Rosselló. You're out.
Oddly enough,
homie.
That's the weird thing. It's like I've always wanted to see his place where an actual common person, like just a real person.
Not The Rock.
Yeah, not The Rock. Yeah, he's a celebrity.
Not Matt Dillon.
Not somebody who's a celebrity. Not somebody who's who's been trying to get into the political game. Just hey, our system is.
That's
fucked.
never going to happen.
I know, but that's the thing. Would that be the best thing to happen though? Like really, what do you need to know to be a politician?
Well,
what skills do you need to have?
Don't you need to know your foreign affairs,
do you?
Well, I guess you could get somebody who can handle that.
You have advisors. That's one of the things.
Then
that's one of the things. Okay, a lot of really smart business people. Okay, and you have to realize a lot of people.
Wouldn't it make sense then to have somebody who's been in the military that's not a politician?
Well, yes and no, because you got to. Because you gotta have to have somebody. Let's not shoot right off the get. Let's calm down a little bit. Let's not bomb. Let's not turn them into glass right off the bat.
Okay.
Let's talk a little bit first before we just start glassing people. So you gotta have. But that's the thing. You gotta find that balance. That's why you gotta have people. And that's the thing. Even though Elon Musk is a fucking genius, but he's not always the smartest person in the room. And what he's done is, I may not be the smartest, but I surround myself with the smartest, hire the smartest. I may not know everything there is. Say that, you want to do a podcast. I don't know shit about this. I had to learn about it. But say I don't have time to learn about it. What am I going to do? I'm going to hire somebody that knows about this, who's really good at this. They know what to do with this. Boom. This is taken care of. Okay. I need somebody at foreign affairs. Who's really good at foreign affairs? Who's really done this? Who really knows? Who really knows how to do this and whose views kind of align with me? They don't have to align 100%, but who can I talk to? Cool. Hire that person. Who's good with money? Who understands how the economy works? Who's got a good mindset for it that I can agree. Because you don't need yes people. You need somebody who's going to push back a little bit. If you're just like with a friendship, you can't have somebody who always agrees. Me and you don't agree on everything.
Shit, we disagree on a lot of shit.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. Man, that's the shit. You can't surround yourself with people who just agree with you.
Yeah.
And that's what I really think needs to happen. You need to have somebody who doesn't think they're the smartest person out there. I am the best person for this job. No, I'm not the best person for the job, but I think I can do a really good job doing it, and I'm going to hire the best people for doing the jobs. And let's see how this works. Now, could you do that in the U.S.? Probably not. We're way too big. Too much intricate shit's going on. But God, it would be nice to see something in a smaller country, something where there's not as much, going on, so much shit. Try it out. Try it out. Do this,
do something.
Run it, see how it goes. I mean, what's going to happen? You run it 2 years, run it 4 years. In the grand scheme of the life of a country, that's a blink. That's a nothing, America didn't get fucked up in 2 years, 4 years. It didn't get fucked up in one presidency.
Well, that was another thing that I forgot to bring up is, Rosselló's administration down in Puerto Rico is not what caused, the island to be in the situation that they are. They're part of it.
They're part of it. But it was the decade before.
Probably 2 decades before.
Okay, so it took 20 years of ineptability or just corruption to get to this point.
Yeah.
So,
well, you got to remember his daddy was in power in the 90s, and he was, allegedly.
Yeah.
He was just as, if not more corrupt than all of them.
Okay.
But they could never pinpoint anything to him. But
there again, how hard were they trying back then?
Well, he had 40 people investigated for corruption in his cabinet. And, she corrected me when I said that 40 people got arrested. She said they were investigated, but there was less that got arrested.
You're gonna throw a net, not everybody that's in the net is gonna catch a charge.
But for you to, basically have 40 people in your staff being investigated for corruption, that's huge.
That is.
And like I mentioned when I was talking to Lilia, Manuel Natal, who's a representative, he's from the House of Representatives. He mentioned that there's 25, 30 people that he could name that are investigated for corruption.
Like I told you, it's getting ready to be like the Tour de France of the political scene down there. They're going to have to go so far down the fucking list to find somebody.
Guys, I'm sorry that we keep going back to corruption in Puerto Rico and all that stuff. But, it ties in.
Yeah. But, that's like I told you before we started the podcast, the one thing I'd love to see, which I know would never happen because nobody will ever let it happen.
Well, to me, I never thought I'd see the day where people from different parties will come together, and she said,
you see it there,
and we saw it a few days ago.
Yeah,
we've seen it for the last 10 days,
which is great.
And she had the same feelings. She said, growing up, I would never thought about it.
No, and that's great. That's something where Puerto Rico's done, where it should be. You should hold this up and go, look.
No.
It can be done. Now, we'll see what the fallout does. We'll see what happens afterwards. We'll see how the rebuild goes. But for this moment right here, it worked.
You also got to remember that they live in a somewhat of a democracy.
Yes.
We're also under the United States umbrella.
Yes.
That shit where you have a dictator, running a country, all those people get killed.
Yes.
If you protest like that, let's say Iran.
Look at Cuba. Look at what they did in Venezuela.
Venezuela's a prime example.
They drove over motherfuckers in armored trucks.
And a friend of mine, we have a chat, from like people from school and shit like that. She pointed that out because they were comparing Venezuela to Puerto Rico. And she's like, you can't not compare Venezuela to Puerto Rico, which is 100% truth.
Yeah.
We are under the United States umbrella.
Yeah.
And as much as a dictator as Ricky was seemed out to be, he's not really a dictator.
No.
Maduro in Venezuela is a dictator.
Yeah. It's just like everybody who, it's one of those things people, everybody's, if you disagree with me, you're a Nazi.
I will give her credit. Her name is Mary Inez Lugo. So,
okay.
She was the one who said that.
Well, she's smart. But it's just like
smarter than me.
Yeah, it's just like nowadays. Like if, I say this, you say that. We disagree. My first thing to do is go, you're Nazi. Okay. Well, guess what? Have you ever met a real Nazi?
No,
You know,
probably not.
Have you ever? Because here's the thing, I've met some real white supremacists, like legit white supremacist people. And you call everybody, you know, hey, you don't agree with me, so you're a white supremacist. You may support Trump, so you're a white supremacist. God damn, that gets just like, oh, fucking D.L. Hughley.
Well, you're white, so.
I am white, but the problem is I'm not a white supremacist. I'm not these guys. I know these guys. These fucking guys.
Listen, if Chris was a white supremacist, would he be doing a podcast with me?
With a Puerto Rican? Hell no. I'd be too scared to steal all my shit.
You know, that is deep in his mind that I could possibly steal his shit.
I mean, I did give him a hug and pat him down before he leaves. But, I mean,
and he looks for his wallet, too.
But I mean, that's the thing. It just kills me. It's like people use these words. They brand people with these words, and I just go, you don't know what this word means. You really don't know what this word means because you've never been introduced to what it truly is that you're saying.
Well, you know, it's like when people that haven't lived in Puerto Rico, you know, have an opinion of of how things should be done or what they need to do or how things need to be.
Yeah, like what am I gonna say?
It's like, bro, have you been down there?
No, I've been to San Juan once. I walked the fort.
Yeah.
So that gives me the right to be able to go, hey, you guys should do this. Fuck me. No.
It annoys me a little bit, but you know, what am I going to do? If I got annoyed at everybody that had an opinion about something that they don't know anything about, then I'd be annoyed all the time.
Oh, for sure.
Shit, there would be people annoyed with me because
exactly.
we go off conjectures at time.
Yes.
You know?
I don't know a lot about a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know, I know enough to talk enough shit to probably get me in a lot of trouble with a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's why we have the phone number out there for you guys.
Yeah.
For you guys to, if you guys ever want to correct us, feel free to give us a call. Hey, 904-990-3139. I know that it's not out there right now because it says that we're on the live with Lilia Luciano, but that was earlier in the podcast.
That was before all the Walo went back on script.
I know. Off script. I went off script.
No, off script was when we were serious with her. Because we normally aren't serious. We're normally like this.
Well, off script, I'm just rambling and cursing and shit.
So I wanted to ask you, because we're already normally at our normal time, but I wanted to ask you something before we stop.
Okay. You're talking about Frankie Edgar and Max Holloway?
No, I'm not talking about them at all.
Which we need to.
Okay. Let's go ahead and touch on that. So the fights this week, pay-per-view, not going to get it. Don't really care.
You're not?
No, I'm not going to pay $64 for Max Holloway, Edgar, Cyborg. I'm not going to watch Cyborg beat the hell out of this.
Would you pay half?
No.
Okay.
Because there's nobody else on the... No, there's nobody else on the card. That's literally there's two fights. Okay. There's two fights on the card that I would...
Felicia Spencer and Cyborg, and then Frankie and Max.
That's it. I mean, it's Jeff Neal versus Nico Price.
Nico Price is good.
Okay, cool. Cool story.
Okay. Who else?
Olivia Ubon Mercer.
Olivier Avancier, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, the French guy.
Okay.
French Canadian. He's good.
Okay. Versus Armin, a Russian guy with a last name starts with a T. Okay. Then Marc-Andre Bernault.
Okay.
Versus another Russian guy. His first name starts with a K. What the fuck? Russia? Jotko.
Yeah.
Jotko?
I got you.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, that's your card. So I'm going to pay $64 for...
I hear you.
I'm going to watch a man beat the shit out of poor Spencer? No.
You know, you shouldn't be making such allegations.
I know. I'm sorry. You're right. Granted, I do like Cyborg. She is pretty cool. I used to make a lot of fun of her because it was really easy. But there again, the more you get to know her and the more you kind of watch stuff on her, she really does seem like a genuine person.
Like a nice person.
Like a really nice person.
Would you ever take back what you've said about her?
100%. I mean, because they're all jokes and they're all goofs and stuff like that. But honestly,
and you would take it back, especially if she was in front of you, correct?
Honestly, if I was in front of her, just being... older and mature and learning more about her. Honestly, I'd be like, you know what? I've made jokes about you and I'm fucking sorry. I'm a dumbass. You know, you really do sound like a fucking cool person.
Oh, you're okay. You're okay. Poof.
You know what? When I wake up 2 days later, I'd be like, you know what? I deserve that one.
I do like Felicia Spencer.
Okay. I mean, good luck to her.
Yes.
Have fun on that ride.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think Cyborg's ride is over, but good luck on that one.
No, I mean, I said I like her as a person.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if she's gonna beat. I hope she beats her.
You think so? You really?
Yeah, I hope
You just
so.
want to see a little shakeup?
Yeah, I mean, Cyborg's been on top for so long. And listen, I don't have anything against Cyborg.
No.
Again, we're just paying her compliments as far as, you know, how good of a person she is. But I'm ready to see some new blood. You know what I'm saying? You know, and this girl came in undefeated from, I believe, from Invicta. And she did work against Megan Anderson. And I was quite impressed with her. You know?
They have not updated her stats for shit.
No?
Way to go, UFC. They haven't even put her reach or her leg reach in here.
Because she's probably short.
Well, the height's Cyborg's 5'8", this girl's 5'6".
Oh, she's my height.
She's your height.
So she's short. And she weighs 145 pounds.
145, yeah. But, I mean, just there again, good luck.
I know. But I hope that she can get it done. I wish her the best.
I do too. I hope you're safe.
I wish both of them the best. I hope that none of them get injured and that they're able to fight in a couple of months whenever the fuck they want to fight again.
Yeah, because that's kind of what I want to touch on. So, just this week, we've had 2 deaths in boxing.
Our condolences to them and their families. That's harsh, bro.
And one of them, one was 28 and one was 23. Those are kids, essentially.
Yeah.
So, you know, we haven't seen that happen. I mean, we have had a death in MMA, but it was from a weight cut.
And he was in one championship.
And it was in one championship.
Wasn't in the UFC.
Wasn't in the UFC. So as much shit as we do give the refs in the UFC, you know, that we call short, you know, God, that fight was stopped short.
You know what? And you were giving me shit last week about it. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
I was. But, you know, now granted, I didn't watch either one of the boxing matches.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they went down.
I don't want to watch somebody die.
Well, the problem is I watched somebody share, it was all over Instagram, the first guy that died, the 28-year-old. Mm-hmm. The corner.
Yeah.
Telling him and begging him, we're stopping the fight. You're getting hit too much. Please let me stop the fight. You know, please let me stop the fight. You know, it's just, you know, they see it. You know, they're going to stop it if you don't, da-da-da-da-da. And the guy still wants to fight.
Yeah.
You know, no, let me fight. And they finally, you know, they called it off. They were like, no, we're done. But, you know, is it just you know, I don't know. What happens, you know, is it the refs that are maybe are letting the fights go on longer in boxing that are causing, you know, some of these damages like this and these deaths? Is it, you know, because I don't think boxing has weight cuts like, you know, I do know they have a weight cut, but I don't feel that they have the extreme weight cuts like we do in MMA. But I don't know. It's so weird that you have 2 people die in one sport in 1 week. That's a combat sport.
Yeah.
And, you know, and the crazy thing is everybody's like, well, you know, everybody's like, well, boxing's different. They got bigger gloves, so it's more padding, blah, blah, blah. And I've heard people say boxing's more dangerous.
Well, here's the thing. In MMA, when you get dropped like that, there's no 8 count.
Yeah. They don't give you a chance to. Yeah.
No.
Just think if there was an 8 count, how many fucking fights would continue to go?
Yeah. It's like there is no 8 count.
No.
You know, in boxing, you get an 8 count. And if you convince the ref that you can still go, they'll let you go.
Yeah. You may get a slow 8.
Yeah, you may get a slow 8. That's right.
You know,
and you're back at it, and you're taking more punishment. Yeah, boxing is definitely, I will say, more dangerous than MMA.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, I just
think about the accumulation of
that's what I think it is
of punishment that you take, you know, during 12 rounds. Imagine going 12 rounds, just taking a fucking beating. God, I don't think I'd ever want to see an MMA fight go 12 rounds. No. 5 rounds is enough.
Yeah.
And once you get dropped, if you get hit a couple more times on the ground, ref is going to stop it.
Yeah.
if you don't show yourself defending yourself intelligently, that fight is over.
Yeah.
And I thought that the way that Aspen Ladd fell when she got clocked by Durandamine was a great stoppage.
Okay.
I thought, I know that you're not going to agree, you're going to say it, but being that she had such issue with her weight cut, I think that was the right thing to do.
Yeah, I do. I mean, just with the evidence that's presented just this week, I'd be crazy to, honestly say no. They should have just let her keep going.
Yeah,
because we all know, or you may not, but if you follow MMA, you know that during the weight cuts and stuff like that, that's the water around your brain is less. So if you don't get to hydrate enough, that takes longer to basically fill back up than your body. So, there's just, and, the second kid, the 21-year or the 23-year-old, he had a brain hemorrhage. They had to do emergency surgery, and then he wound up going into cardiac arrest on the table. And that's what killed him, was the cardiac arrest. But it's just like, damn, 23 years old, boxing, dead. 2 in a week. I just don't want to see. I'm actually kind of glad they stop him a little quicker. They don't have 8 counts in MMA and stuff like that, because I think if we did, man.
Well, we're also not going to see the effects of MMA for another probably 10 years. You know what? Well, you're probably going to start seeing them soon because of the previous generation. Look at Chuck Liddell. Look at Mark Coleman.
Yeah.
I heard that Mark Coleman was going to fight again.
God, I hope not.
Ken Shamrock?
No. Yeah, I mean, you got to think.
In some weird country or some shit like that?
Yeah.
I was like, no, please don't.
Yeah. People, don't buy it. Just don't buy it.
Well,
if you don't buy it and they go, we can't make money off this, then, Jesus Christ. Because that's the thing, man. Fighters are going to fight.
That's the thing. They probably need the money.
Man. Fuck it. Find a sponsorship. Somebody. Do something. Fuck. I'll let you come cut my yard. I'll give you some money.
Damn, that's pretty fucked up, bro.
Dude, anything, dude. Because you got kids. You got family. You got shit like that. Save yourself, because, you don't know the effects. They haven't hit you yet. 100%.
What would you do? I mean, if you were in that position, you could become a coach.
Maybe, but a lot of times,
unless you're not able to physically show the moves.
Well, the problem is it's been always the biggest thing. Everybody always says that. The best players should be coaches, but the problem is a lot of times the best players in anything, they're very selfish. They put in the extra work. They do the extra things that other people don't do, so that way they do become the best. It's not because they're, great at teaching something or they're great at showing something. No, they're great at putting in the work. Look at Ditka. Not Ditka. Who was, shit.
Mike Ditka.
No, what was his fucking name? He was a NFL coach for a little bit.
You cussed.
I did. Oh, fuck. Why can't I remember his name?
He was an NFL coach for a little bit?
He was an NFL coach for a little bit. He was a player.
Mike Singletary?
Yes. Great player. But he expected his players to practice and train and do everything the way he did. And they're not you.
Yeah, he lost that team quick.
Because he couldn't respect them because they're not doing it the way he did it. And just like, look at Jordan. Jordan couldn't be a coach. God damn. Could you ever see Jordan being a coach? Absolutely not. No. You know who's always good coaches? It's the guys who are not bad, not great. It's those medium guys. It's the team players.
Pat Riley.
Kerr.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Not Kerr. Who's not Kerr?
Kerr was amazing.
He was. But
he was a baller.
Okay. All right.
Come on, dog.
Bad example.
Look, Walton. I'm sorry, Laker fans.
Choke me up on that one. But that's normally who becomes good coaches. It's the guys who are kind of
Lenny Wilkins. He was a good coach, and I heard that he was an okay player.
Yeah.
Larry Brown.
A lot of times it's the guys who are like team players, who are real team players.
Okay, Kerr. Kerr was a team player.
He was a team player because.
But you got to remember the thing about Jordan. He was the assassin.
He was.
You need a bucket, you're going to give him the ball.
Okay, but look at other, top. Okay.
You think Shaq would make a good coach? Hey, go get the ball.
No, Shaq would not make a good coach.
Dribble. You gonna dribble? Crossover.
No.
Pass it up.
Crossover. Jesus.
Pass it up. Hey, shut up. I'm talking. Pass it up to him. He gonna shoot it, and we gonna win.
And we're gonna win. That's how we do it. But I mean, really, look at all the great players that have been in like NBA. Look at the great players that have been in baseball. I mean, Mattingly's an okay baseball coach. He's a good player, but
Dude, he was an excellent hitter.
Yeah,
They call him the hitman.
yeah. But there again, you expect the people that you're coaching to do the things that you did as a player.
Next time we have Brandon on, I want to do the best player
In baseball,
in baseball.
all time.
Well, I don't want no.
Because see, then you got to start breaking down errors.
No, let's call it that.
Like best 2000, best in the
well,
90s.
We'll figure something out.
Best
we'll figure
pitcher.
something out because I got my guy.
Who's your guy?
My guy played all the positions,
Okay.
and I'm not going to give you his name because I don't want you to steal him.
Ty Cobb?
Did he?
I don't know. I figured that's who you go with.
No. My guy's Puerto Rican.
Okay.
He played all the positions. So if you're Puerto Rican and feel free to shout him out.
All right.
But he played, I think, in the late 70s and 80s.
Okay. I can guarantee Brandon probably knows exactly who it is.
I'm pretty sure he
Probably
does.
knows his fucking ERA, his batting average,
His what is it? His yak?
his yak, his
Yak.
whip.
His QB rating?
Yep. How many field goals he kicked? All the above.
We combine football and baseball.
All right. It's 6 o'clock.
All right.
We've done 149.
Okay, before we go, who do you got? Frankie or Max?
Ooh. Max.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Since you're high on Spencer, who you got?
I want my girl Spencer to win.
Okay. I'm going to go with the sheriff.
I ain't gonna lie. Oh, there's Brandon. What did he say? I can't read it.
Oh, did he? Well, shit, I ain't got it up.
What did he say? No, it's not Clemente, bro.
Oh.
He played for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Rams?
Yeah, the Rams. Jerome Bettis. The bus.
Oh, God. He didn't play for the Rams. He played for Pittsburgh.
He played for the Rams.
Did he play for the Rams, too? Before he went to Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first couple of years, I think he was, or just 1 year.
Nobody remembers that.
Nah, because he made his name in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, nobody remembers that. Pittsburgh, even the people at Pittsburgh don't remember that.
Best baseball player? Natron Means.
Ooh,
Natron Means.
interesting.
Natrons means business.
That's kind of cool. I
Okay,
didn't know he
yeah.
played all positions.
No, he's a football player.
Is he?
You know him. He went to your store and he fucking what is it? He big time you.
Did he?
Oh, you want me to tell the story or are you going to tell the story?
I don't know.
All right, whatever. He's been a bitch.
I'm trying to remember who.
You told the story on the podcast.
Not Natron. I don't know.
Like you asked him for him to sign your card, and he was like gave it to you and like kind of like threw it at you at EB Games or some shit. Oh my God,
Yeah.
he was a lie.
No,
He lied in his story.
Natron means he never played for the Jaguars.
Look it up.
Okay, I'll have to look it up.
No. Look it up right now
Okay, I'm looking it up.
before we go.
Natron
Means.
NFL. Wikipedia
What does it say?
it says Chargers, Panthers.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Chargers 93, 95. Chargers 98, 99. Panthers 2000.
What happened in between that?
I don't know. Wikipedia, man. It's fucking weird.
What the fuck ever? You know he played for the Jags.
Yeah, there it is right there. Yeah, right there.
Anyway, guys,
That guy. Let me see what it looks
before we go, do you want to add anything?
No. No, I do not.
All right, before we go, I just
Good luck, Cyborg.
Okay, cool. Before we go, I do want to thank Lilia Luciano. Let me
Try again.
I know, God, I'm so starstruck by this woman that I'm freaking up her name.
God, you're even trying not to cuss.
I know.
too.
I want to thank Lilia Luciano award-winning journalist, for coming on our podcast and talking to us about what's going on down in Puerto Rico. Guys, we appreciate your support. Thank you very much. And we'll catch you next week. Peace.